Meteorologist Casey Cloud live here in the Weather Center right now. Potentially catastrophic tornado in progress here in northeastern Alabama. Just moving through the Henniger area. You're tweeting that there over on Twitter /exit Cloud Casey a few moments ago. And now impacting some other areas here in the region. So again, tracking the situation very carefully. A tornado near State Road, if not over State Road 40 right now here in Alabama. You can see the debris right here. I'll back it up. You could see even more debris a moment ago right there near the radar site right now, headed in an odd direction, headed south and east there. You don't see that here with some of the more violent tornadoes as often, actually, so kind of interesting to see that. But again, I'm just trying to give you guys the latest here on what's happening. I see in winds about 60 one way and about 80 the other way, so that's about 140 miles an hour. Things kind of took an escalation here. I know have some terrain and the like in north parts of northeast Alabama, so that can kind of maybe play a factor here in some ways. So again, watching this very carefully here is parts of DeKalb County here in Alabama. You see the next area over would be Georgia, so that's something we'll keep our eyes on here. We'll monitor the situation very carefully in that regard. I know. Looking here at what's going on, you see that hook here. I mean, it was even a little bit more mortifying a moment ago, but we're still seeing debris signature here on all of our different modes as I kind of look. I mean, you could kind of see even like a little bit of a center of circulation there for a moment, though. So, still very nasty situation here. There's your tornado right there. Winds about 60 one way and about 60 the other way. Maybe even again, if you add the wind that I was putting out a moment ago into the equation, then that's another 20 miles an hour. It's not right at it, so maybe not. But there's your newest scan there as we're looking from Henniger. Again, just developed very rapidly into something really, really significant. I know we've been switching radars some, but you can see earlier on, I mean, that's what we were looking at. It started tightening up, but yeah, those scans there right around 11 o'clock Central, midnight Eastern, not looking like much, and all of a sudden, starting to wrap up, and then there you go. And then you see here what we're dealing with right now still looks very severe in nature. So again, you see that debris still showing up on our Doppler scans as we give you the latest under this tornado emergency. Also including Hammondville and Mentone there, if I'm pronouncing that right. So again, confirmed large and destructive tornado 9 miles north of Rainsville or over Henniger, moving east at 20 miles an hour, a deadly tornado. So Henniger and Ida around 11:15 Central Time being impacted here by this very serious tornado. Let's go up to the highest debris level, even at 9,000 feet. You see the tornado debris. Let's check the radar over there. I know it's going to be pretty far away, so it may not pick up on it, but we'll check the radar there way down toward the south and east, and I'll just go to the lowest tilt. Well, you don't see it as much as I would have thought on that, which is a little bit of good news, I would say. Let's back up to see if that, it was picking it up there on that one scan, though. When it was right there around Henniger, it may have been, just displaced a little from downtown based on our closer look, but yeah, that's debris at 15,000 feet. And it'll go up and we'll kind of have to redo some things here to try to get a better look, but so this is going up there. I know. Let me just double check our tilts. So we'll go to the end of that and then kind of do a rescan of the volume scans. And okay, so that's still kind of showing a little bit lower. Let's try to get a little bit higher up. Goodness, I was actually showing up for that one scan even at 19,000 feet then. That's not what you want to see, indicating a stronger tornado. And even at 24,000, just a little bit there off the Atlanta radar. So that's not what you want to see. Don't think it's lofting debris is high at the moment, but that's still pretty tight on that view. It's still producing a tornado in my estimation. Could still be a strong tornado like an EF2 maybe, and this is headed into some areas here. You see it's headed right toward the interstate, I-59, so this is not maybe too rural territory here, unfortunately. So striking at night here, getting very significant very quickly there with this tornado emergency in Alabama. Again, jumping on the air right now to give you the very latest to protect you, your friends, your family. I'm going to look through some stuff here. Try to give you the very latest here on what's happening. Again, a catastrophic damage tag here in Alabama. Again, just trying to give you everything you need here to protect you, your friends, and your family. So, again, we're just going through everything. Again, tornado emergency here, potential catastrophic damage. Again, potential catastrophic damage here as we're looking at things, as we're tracking the scenario. Gonna keep looking here. Again, not what you want to see. Strong to violent tornado moving toward the interstate. Nobody's to be driving right now on this stretch of I-59. As we're looking at things there, you're looking just north of Hammondville and Valley Head. I mean, really it could end up getting into toward Hammondville here in Alabama. The way this is tracking in that odd direction off toward the south and the east here. And the official movement to the east, but there's a southerly component here. You don't get that with tornado emergencies too often, so that's cause for concern. And this tornado warning back out west of Scottsboro. I know we were watching this coming from that direction. This is a confirmed tornado out here. Let's check the velocity. It wasn't as tight earlier. That's not really tight, but definitely got to be careful there. Definitely looks like it could have been something there kind of popping on up. But we're going under the hood, per se, on the Doppler radar technology to kind of see what's really going on with the wind and debris detection and the like. So again, that's kind of where we're at right now. Here at about 11:21 Central Time. Again, trying to give you the very latest to protect you, your friends, and your family. I got a tornado emergency here in parts of DeKalb counties. DeKalb County here. Again, I'm trying to give you the latest. That's still strong winds, so don't let your guard down. That's still 75 there and about 50. So that might be strengthening back up a little according to the radar beam. So that could be winds about 125 miles an hour headed toward the interstate here, the I-59 corridor. Again, trying to give you the latest. Trying to give you the latest on what's happening. Again, trying to update you guys here. Just trying to make sure you guys have an idea of what is going on in Northeast Alabama with this tornado emergency. Again, all by itself here, which is not a good thing here in this type of environment. Sadly, not a good combination to get things by themselves like that. Now, this environment here is very conducive as we're looking at things. I'll go over to other mode right now. And you already see that red. That's indicative of a significant tornado parameter around the 2. Again, trying to give you the latest there on that. I know supercell composite, well, around a 9. Energy around 1,500 joules per kilogram there. Again, just trying to let you guys exactly know what's going on here. Again, tornado emergencies north of Fort Payne, by the way. If you're wondering where we're at, a lot of rotation there. They zoom in, zoom out. Again, just trying to give you a heads up on exactly what's going on. Again, trying to help you guys out. I'm going to zoom back out a little. Again, you see parts of North Carolina there, east of Asheville. That's not a tornado emergency. I'll take our super off, but I just wanted to show you we have quite a few warnings out there. I'm just trying to give you the latest here. That's a tornado warning for parts of McDowell, Rutherford, and Buncombe counties there in western North Carolina. Let's go ahead and look here north of, it looks like Hiawassee there in Georgia, tornado warning, and Clay County, North Carolina. These areas that don't get tornado warnings all that often, especially this time of year. They're getting them right now. I know we've had a lot of considerable and/or catastrophic flash flooding here. We've been tracking. I know you have tornado warning in Kentucky. I have 2 tornado warnings, including the emergency here in East Alabama. Let's go to Kentucky real quick to see what's going on. Again, Callaway and Marshall County, the tornado warning has been in play. They're just canceling that out, though. Okay, right when I go to it, they cancel it. That's good news, though. You see some thunderstorm warnings there. Even one in Arkansas. Watching that one there, too. Some of the stuff's all by itself. That storm mode is always problematic when you have enough energy and shear like this. And that's what we're down with right now. So, again, I just continue to watch things here. Just the wrong spot to kind of take advantage of things here in Alabama. I think it might be weakening some, but that could be the way terrain's impacting things, whether it's the radar view or actually the storm down to the surface. So again, continuing to watch here. Okay, they've just gone ahead and went down a level. They're taking the tornado emergency out of the equation, but they're calling this a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado located near Henniger, or 10 miles northeast of Fort Payne, moving east at 35. Again, maybe a southerly component with that. But they're saying the tornado has caused significant damage in Henniger, Alabama. Terribly there. I hate to hear that. Okay, that's your new tornado warning. So technically the emergency stays in place for another 5 minutes, I guess, if you want to be precise with it here. They're not quite lifting the emergency yet because that probably gone ahead and gone away. They're kind of expiring it. So Roy emergency is kind of on the edge of Roy being officially out of the picture, but it doesn't matter in terms of still got to be really careful. Take those tornado precautions, interior room away from windows. So again, significant damage there in Henniger, Alabama. Let me go ahead and keep looking at things. Keep tracking things. Trying to give you the latest. Trying to give you the latest on exactly what's going on here. Trying to keep you up to date. I know. Just a tricky setup here. Tricky setup. Sound like a lot of problems there on Henniger preliminarily. Not what you want to hear. Excuse me, yeah. Not what you want to hear there. Again, catastrophic damage there around Henniger, Elliott Crossroads, that vicinity. Keeping everybody in our thoughts and prayers. Just isn't like it's in the middle of nowhere like you'll get sometimes in these setups. So, again, really serious stuff in Alabama. I'll keep looking at things. Again, trying to give you the latest here. Okay, I know in Georgia now, tornado warning in effect. Confirmed large tornadoes, what the Peachtree City office is calling this, moving into areas of northwest Georgia. So, Walker into Tuga County there, if I'm pronouncing that right. So, again, I just gonna watch things here very carefully. Somerville, Tryon, Center Post, and Cloudland there. Those communities under that tornado warning. That storm signature is not looking as weak as it was a moment ago. So gotta be really careful. Gotta be really careful. I know, I was trying to give you the latest. Trying to give you the latest updates. Again, we're going to have local threats here as we look ahead later on that day on Thursday in Georgia, and more of that toward Friday in our Florida zones included too. Then I know could have multiple rounds on Friday, so they're going to get busy around here toward our 62 counties that we primarily cover here on cloud weather. And of course, we'll be keeping you up to date on all the different platforms, Facebook, and then Twitter/X there, or YouTube, Twitch. You get the idea. Again, trying to give you the latest. Don't see the signature like it was at the debris, but we gotta be real careful as this moves into Georgia. Still potentially a large tornado on the ground. Chattooga and Walker counties there. A still rotation that could tighten back up, so you gotta be really careful. You know, this rotation here on Scottsboro, I know it's similar path here to the last storm, so we gotta make sure that didn't tighten back up on us here. When I say tighten back up, I mean to a level that is, as you kind of back this, well, let me try that again. Just bear with me. So there you go, a little bit earlier on. Off toward the west, you could see how it points to is a little bit tighter and weaker. So we'll just have to keep on watching and keep on tracking. Again, they're looking east of I-59. We're going to watch that as it moves into northwest Georgia, Chattooga, Walker counties. Trying to give you the latest. Again, here's a broad perspective. Broad perspective on things. You can see, I know some areas in southeast Missouri really starting to get trimmed back. That's good news for them. Like even in Cape Girardeau proper now to the tornado watch. So looking like pretty much at this point all clear for those folks there from that area out toward the north and west. And as you kind of look here, I know you see that one row going in there, kind of hanging out of the tornado watch east of Asheville, North Carolina. Just continuing to track here every minute what we need to. Again, giving you updates. Just trying to let you know what's going on. Again, just trying to help you out. That rotation there, you see more just a one direction wind on that. Doesn't mean it couldn't tighten back up. As we're looking northeast of Valley Head. Again, trying to give you the latest. Trying to give you the latest updates. Again, let me go ahead and kind of zoom out and see some flooding concerns around Dalton, Georgia. A vehicle overturned and filled with water there. A utility road in Miracle Drive in Woodfield County. That's not what you want to hear, obviously. So, some tricky weather conditions there for sure. As we continue to watch. Just going through everything here. Trying to give you the latest. I know, just trying to get the latest updates in. Looks like some early media reports now indicating a fatality there at least. Via WZTV there in Maury Regional Health. One person's died there in Maury County, Tennessee. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everybody impacted there. We were tracking a tornado emergency in toward that area earlier on. Again, just trying to give you the latest. Trying to give you the latest updates. Again, gonna go ahead and zoom back out a little. You see all the different boxes on the screen. Definitely an active night, active day, active last few days. Still gonna be active as we look ahead in toward the timeline. So definitely something to take note of. Again, always important here to keep you guys at home up to date. Between some of my different resources available here, I know it's always important to do that here in the Weather Center. Again, just trying to keep you up to date. That's what it's all about. again, checking everything here. And I think we'll wrap it up pretty soon. But a lot of damage being reported. Alabama, Tennessee, other states here. Thoughts and prayers got everybody impacted. Still be careful. This is still a big local story. Could become a big national story again as the situation does progress. So I'll make sure to stay on top of it here and give you guys the very latest as the situation is evolving here. As the minutes, the hours go by, if it's necessary, we'll pop back on it up. Tornado warning continues for DeKalb County there. Possible tornado 10 miles southeast of Ida or 13 miles northwest of Somerville. When it's about 35 miles an hour. So active night here continues. Tornado emergency though no longer in effect, but still serious weather. I hope folks are staying safe out there as we're looking across parts of the country here this evening. Just make sure you stay tuned for the latest here, and we'll be with you if and as warranted.